January 28, 2014 was a day that changed my life forever. If you would have told me the pain and suffering I would have endured during that time, I would have laughed in your face. But as crazy as it sounds, I enjoyed it. It made me feel closer to my son and made me feel as if I was doing something solely for him. And that in itself made it all worthwhile. With that being said, today I would like to go over the materials you need as well as the pump you should purchase. And also how to successfully pump to get the milk production that you desire. First, I would like to discuss the right pump you need as well as materials also. According to the healthcare.gov, health insurance plans provide breastfeeding support, counseling, and equipment for the duration of breastfeeding. These services may be provided before and after you have your baby, with some exceptions may apply. So, if you're going to breast pump, look into this. You may get a free pump, but if you do not, you're going to want to consider getting a double electrical pump. This is going to cut down on your time and allow for you to be more efficient. Other materials that you also need are breast pads. You're going to need these for a while, just for extra protection for your clothes when going out to places. Other things that you might need are milk bags. You're going to want to have these around because when you breast pump, you produce more milk than you should. So you're going to want to get these bags so you can store milk. We just went over the pump and materials needed. So now we will continue to how to successfully pump to achieve the milk production you desire. First, you're going to assemble your pump as your user manual states. After you assemble your pump and get it all ready, you're going to want to take the pump and yourself into a secluded area that doesn't have a lot of noise and no one's really disturbing you. After you get the pump plugged in and set up, you're going to want to turn on the pump to the lowest setting. After you do that, you're going to take the pump and take the phalange and place it around your nipple. After you get that, you're going to keep it there for 20 minutes or until your milk flow is stopped after that. Now that you're done pumping, your 20 minutes is up, you're going to take the milk that you have stored, pour it into your milk bag, or give it to your baby, whichever you prefer. And then you're going to make sure you clean these. After you get it cleaned, store it, make sure it's dry before your next use. After you store it, 2 hours later you're going to pump again. During the day you pump every 2 hours, and at nighttime you pump every 3 hours. This allows your milk to stay up, and so you continue feeding your baby. The more you pump, the more milk you make, the happier your baby is. And lastly, by allowing this time, I had maintained a stockpile of milk, which was crucial. Probably halfway through my breastfeeding adventure, I got a staph infection that allowed me not to give the breast milk to my baby. Luckily, I had about 6 months worth of milk in the freezer. He took it fine. That really saved us because he would not take regular formula, and we didn't know what we was going to do. But luckily, we had the milk saved the day. But according to the La Leche League International, you can store breast milk in a deep freezer for 6 to 12 months. I only stored mine in there for 6 months just because I'm weird about that, but according to them, you can store it in there for longer, up to 12 months, as long as you're not opening and shutting the deep freezer constantly. Which is good, so your baby can have it after they turn 1. Today I've discussed a different way of doing things. It's not really normal, and when you tell people, they think you're crazy. But if you take the steps and apply them as I stated, you can become as successful as I have. Believe me, this is a full-time job. It's not easy and it's going to take up a lot of time. But if you're successful and dedicated to it, you will be as successful as I am, and it will get easier. Thank you.